at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Going to do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this 2019 Bobcat E42 excavator that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions, I'll get up close to everything, I'll show you everything that I see, tell you everything that I know, and of course we'll fire it up, run it through its paces. We'll show you the pins are nice and tight up on the bucket and up here where the boom and the frame come together. Let you hear the engine, show you the hydraulics are strong. As always, if you are in the market for a used excavator, a used piece of construction equipment, or a used piece of ag equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for equipment find our videos and find our machines, and we truly do appreciate it. All right, if the audio is off a little bit today, it is very windy out here. I'm gonna do my best to stand in places where I can kind of shield the wind. Like I said, this one is a 2019 E42 OROPS hydraulic thumb, hydraulic Bobcat exchange coupler. It's got a front blade, 24-inch digging bucket, 944 hours, 42 horsepower, and these weigh 9,411 pounds is what they call the operating weight on these. So here in a little bit we'll fire it up and I'll show you the pins up here are very tight. Hydraulics are nice and strong, and as I get up close to everything here, you'll see this white paint is nice and bright. Very straight here on the boom and the stick. You'll see just some typical scuffs and scratches here and there in the paint, but the white paint is nice and bright. And again, nothing I wouldn't expect out of a used excavator, but very straight up here. No cracks or welds that I'm seeing anywhere up here on the boom or the stick. This shroud that protects the cylinder here is nice and straight. Taking a good look at our blade, you'll see it's kind of dirty. We ran it around out here and we've actually already done the operational video. We did that before I did my walk around here, so you'll see some dirt and stuff and mud from our yard being muddy, but that blade's nice and straight on the bottom. It's got a couple little nicks in the top, just a couple little dents there. Coming and looking at the back of the blade, I don't see anything that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated anywhere down here. That all looks good, and you'll see here in a little bit, these pins up here nice and tight. As you'll see, there's grease in a lot of places. It looks like it's been greased very well, which is probably a part of why it's still nice and tight. And 944 hours, it should be a tight machine still. Coming down here, looking at that sheet metal right there, nice and straight. Coming around to the side, just a couple little scuffs and scratches here and there, nothing out of the ordinary. Some scratches right there again, but nice and straight, no huge dents or dings. Kind of hard to tell just because there's so much mud out here, but still some tread depth here on these tracks. I'm gonna say we're at least 40-50%. I think I'm being fair there. And there's really no big cracks or anything. No weather checking in the tracks. Everything looks pretty good as far as that goes. Then down here, taking a look at the sprockets. As you can see there, definitely life left in the sprockets. And as I take a step back, I know it's a little tough to see because we've splattered some mud and stuff up, but the gray paint here on the side of the undercarriage, there's still probably 90% of that gray paint. Nice and straight there. Everything looks really good. A little bit of a scuff here, but that white paint, as you can see there, is nice and bright. Coming around here to the back, taking a good look at the engine enclosure door. No huge dents or dings there, so no nothing's broke or busted. A couple of, as you see here, there's a big scuff across here. A little scratch there in the decal. Counterweight looks good. Just typical little scuffs and scratches here, nothing major there. Try to get underneath here. Missing that cover right there. That inspection plate's gone, but very dry under here, as you can see. Coming around, taking a look at this engine or this enclosure over here, over your pump and everything. Again, that white paint is nice and bright. Not seeing any major, nothing that looks like it's been busted or cracked here. It's actually very straight. A couple little chips here in the paint, a little bit of dirt really. And then down here, this sheet metal here, nice and straight all the way around here. And as you can see there, it's pretty darn reflective. You can see our shop there in the background. Here you can see this track just a little better because it's not covered in mud like the other side as much, but definitely life left in these tracks. Again, like I said, no weather checking to speak of. I think I'm being very fair when I called them 40 to 50%. Looking at the sprocket on this side, again, as you can see there, definitely life left. And stepping back again, taking a look on the side rail, the undercarriage over here, again, as you can see, still retains a lot of that gray paint underneath the mud and dirt that we've splashed up on it out here. But as you can see, there's lots of mud and dirt laying around out here. Back side of the blade on this side, again, looks really good. I don't see anything that looks like it's been cracked or welded there. And then again at the boom and the stick on this side here, nice and straight. Just chips in the paint here and there, but nothing you wouldn't expect out of a used excavator. Again, I don't see anything that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated. Thumb's in good shape. 24-inch digging bucket's in good shape. Cylinder looks dry. The cylinder on the thumb looks good and dry. I don't notice any running down off of that cylinder there. Same thing here. And looking good and close to that blade here on this side again. Just a couple little dents on the top of the blade there. We'll go take a look inside the engine compartment. Alright, I'll try to shield the wind here and get a good look in here. As you can see here, nice and clean, as it should be, 900 hours. Looks good and dry. I don't see anything, any oil or diesel running down the side of the block anywhere. That's kind of hard there. Shield the sun, maybe you can see in there a little better there. Nice and clean. Come over here and pop that. Hard to do that with one hand. Taking a look in here. Down at this valve body, as you can see there, everything looks nice and dry. A little bit of dust in here, but I don't see any oil. Down here, looking at all the fins on these coolers and radiators, everything looks nice and straight there. Actually down in here even, nice and clean and dry. I don't see a bunch of oil or anything laying down here either. A little dust down there. Go around and take a look at the operator station. As you can see here, floor mat's in good shape. Most of that grip tape's still here. I don't see any big cuts or tears anywhere down here. A little bit of mud and dirt from us climbing on. Both drive sticks look good. Seat, taking a good look at this lower cushion. A little bit of a tear right there. And little tiny ones right there. The rest of that bottom cushion looks pretty darn good. Backrest of the seat, everything looks good there. I don't see any cuts or tears. Take a seat here. Looking at the joystick on this side, everything looks pretty good there. Toggle on the back, everything looks good. All that protective boot down here. Your blade, joystick, everything looks good on that. 2-speed button. Taking a look at the joystick on this side, again, everything looks pretty good here. That toggle's good, trigger, that protective boot, everything looks pretty good there. Armrest is good. Armrest is good on this side as well. Everything looks good on the dash. 944 hours. Everything looks good up here. Like I said, these pins up here are still nice and tight. Trying to shield that wind here. It's really windy out here today. Like I said, 2019 E42. Lots of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. If you have any questions, comment down below. I'll get these doors shut. We'll fire it up and get right into an operational video.